Hey, y'all, watch this.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to the Grumpy Vlogger. So, well, I got that. I did that just right. So, anyways, I hope my sound is to everybody's liking today. We'll find out soon enough. All right, guys, let's just get it over with. Let's bring him on in. Bucky and the hand up his ass. Mr. Art Carlson.
Yay! Nice to be here. Yeah. Woohoo!
All right, pump up
What's
the
up,
volume.
Lloyd?
Laugh out loud. I can pump it up. Hey, how you doing, Bucky?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Can't complain. I'd rather talk to Art, but you seem to be the smarter of the two, so I'll talk with you for a minute.
Yeah, that's true. You know how non-binary people murder someone?
How do non-binary people murder someone?
They slash them.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good talking to you, Bucky. Now let's bring Art back on there. All right. Later, Bucky. All right. That one wasn't too bad. So.
Yeah, get it? They slash.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. So now that the bad puns are over with for a moment, let's just go ahead. Speaking of another bad pun, let's bring in the Thunder from Down Under.
Hello. Good evening.
And we saved the best for last. This is the guy, words cannot describe him. Matter of fact, words are hardly ever heard from him, but here he is anyways. Charles Gillespie. Hey, Charles.
Hey, Lloyd, Art, Dominic, everybody in the chat.
Oh, yeah. So, I got tired of everybody complaining about my audio, so I went and bought me a new mic for this laptop. So, I got this big honking thing right here.
Cool.
It's a Logitech. It's the Yeti GX. So it uses a Logitech software and it's licensed through Logitech. So
awesome.
But, yeah, and it's a USB mic. So
good.
Do I need to pump my volume up?
No,
I think he's just
he's just giving me crap.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's just Scott. Okay, yeah. Bill has the Elgato. Okay, yeah, I thought real seriously about getting that one, and I just so hey, let's start at the top of this list here, and let's just go right on down. And we got Jody, Mr. Drone Shots, and then we got Scott, Jackrabbit FPV, and then we got ArtCo, AZ Drone Dude.
That'd be David.
David, yeah, and Bill, Coast to Coast Drones. Let's see, Charles Gillespie. Let's see who else is in here right now. Drone Life RC.
Yeah, Drone Life. Who is Dominic? Chris.
Who?
Okay.
Chris.
We'll just say Chris for tonight.
All right. All right. Let's see where else we have. How many? Oh, the X-Wing. And
that's which is
James.
I know James. Yeah. Because I see his post pop up, and his name is similar to James Tanner, and so when I see him pop up, I'm thinking, and I look at him and say, "No, that ain't James Tanner." And then so, yeah, that's Jim's Droning, which would be Jim, obviously.
Jim.
Okie Tom would be Tom. And Mickey Moo Productions.
Moo would be Mickey.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Glad you like my shirt. Yeah, it's a. I decided, I went down to Florida, South Florida, and I was going to buy one of these shirts. I saw a guy had one. It's just bright pink flamingos with yellow background or something. Just really, what a combination, eye-opening. But I never got anywhere where I could get one, so I went on Amazon here this last week and ordered these, and I got this, and I got a blue one. This is the red one, and it's not showing up. The lights are bad here, but it's pretty bright red, so it's cool. It's got a good color combination, so, and it's comfortable,
We got Herman here.
Oh, is Herman here? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Phantom Flight 101.
Phantom Flight 101. Yeah.
And we got Grant too.
Grant is here. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Phantom Flight 101. Joe Photo Leo.
Joe Fotodito.
And see if I missed anybody. It doesn't look. I got James from Jim's Droning. I mean, and I think that's it. I think I'm caught up.
I think we caught up.
Yeah. So it's just a little muggy today. We had torrential downpours all weekend and tornadoes and you know, yeah, it's just unbelievable weather around here. And then there's Mel 400 AGL, and the sun decided this morning to pop out, and it was chilly. It was actually kind of cool this morning because it was, still the air was damp, the temperature was low, so it kind of gave a bit of a chill. It's very comfortable, but it was still cool.
Mm-hmm.
But this evening it's just downright muggy. We're in the middle of Oklahoma, yeah, and so, anyways. But yeah, I got up this morning. I actually woke up at a decent hour and got up and went over to Walmart. Actually, okay, we've been talking about, like, I think it was on, whose show was it? Uncle Bill's last night. Oh no, it was on Coast to Coast Drones. We're at the end of the show. We was trying to come up with talk about streaming and. What have you been watching and streaming and stuff like that, and everybody's been talking about the series Fallout, and I'd started it, and so when everybody started talking about it, I thought, well, I'm gonna go back and see start it again, and it was so disconnected because I've never played the game. Okay, that's part of the problem. I've never played the game. I don't really. Last time I played a console type game was when I had a PlayStation 2. So that's been a while.
Super Mario.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's about it too. But so I was trying to watch it, and I was so bored I actually fell asleep. Of course, I was a little tired after I got through Uncle Bill's, but I slept. And I fell asleep early because it just bored me to tears. It's just like makes no
like
sense.
Watching Lord of the Rings.
Oh no! At least Lord of the Rings, I know what's going on because I've read the books.
The slowest moving movie I ever saw, and I did fall asleep during that.
Yeah.
It might have been all those shots of Rumpelmans.
Yeah,
doing too. So.
Welcome, Angie and Jalen.
We got Jalen Charita.
They're on your channel.
Angie.
And we got Angie too.
Yeah, they're both on your channel. So.
Yeah, Angie's over on my channel.
I've matter of fact, I just watched I watched the 3 Hobbit movies and then the 3 Lord of the Ring movies back to back. I binge watched them over about a 4-day period, because
Johnny.
Oh, hey, Johnny. So, yeah. Anyways, and there's Mr. Kai.
Mr. Kai.
Lone Star UAV. Yeah.
Apple pie.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, so let's see. That's what I've done today. I haven't done much. This weekend was, stay at home because there were storms or it was raining. I couldn't go out and fly. It's still a little too damp this morning, and then I had to get ready. I wanted to get this microphone set up, and I had to play around with it and get it set where I saw the needle bouncing the way I wanted it to and stuff. So what's nice about it is there's a wheel that controls your gain and volume and stuff. Well, once you get it set, you just push it in. It has a click, just push it in when it clicks, and it locks it and leaves it there.
Oh, cool.
So, and then underneath and there's a mute button right underneath. I can just mute myself out. Just. I know it's muted because the little red light on there shows that I was muted. Unlike Uncle Bill, who everybody tells him is muted, and he's sitting there because he probably has it turned around backwards to where he probably has it so he can see the logo facing him, and the wheels are behind, so he has to look. But
okay.
I mean,
we got Mark R. White and Johnny Droneflyer.
Yeah, I said hi to Johnny Droneflyer about 10 minutes ago, but that's all right.
Let's go.
5 minutes ago, maybe. Anyways, yeah. And Mark, welcome to the show. But yeah, so what are we going to talk about?
Well, did you know that obesity is racist?
Oh, is it?
Yes, according to UCLA Medical.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Imagine that. They're into the DEI over there. Yeah,
All right.
that's what I want. So where'd you go to school?
Nevada too, yes.
UCLA. Hello, give me another doctor. Hello.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Mickey moves to talk about. Yeah, I have the Avada too, and I love the Avada too. So, it's I like it. You know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just quit looking at the news. Or I looked at. I will say to the North Carolina area, the 3 U.S. Marshals were killed, and another one was wounded, and 4 other officers, or 3, I think it's a total of 7 or 8 officers were wounded. 3 U.S. Marshals were killed.
Wow.
And they did get one of the perpetrators. Well, actually, I think they got all 3 of them. One is deceased. The other is a woman, and then a 17-year-old boy. So I don't know if it's a family or what the deal. But they came to serve a warrant, and they opened fired on them. So 8. Okay, total of 8. Thank you.
8. Wow.
Yeah, 8 officers were 3 of them were killed. 3 U.S. Marshals. So, and the one of the bad guys now, whether the 17-year-old and the woman are going to be held, they've been detained because they were in the house. I don't know if they were hostages or because it was still pretty much ongoing there for a while, and I saw it pop up today. So our hearts and prayers go out to those officers and their families. The families of the ones that lost their life in line of duty. You know, it's another sad day in the news. But, you know, so yeah, it is tragic news. It's always tragic, you know, because these guys, you know, they put their line on the line for all of us, you know.
Yes, they do.
They're not very often appreciated, you know.
No.
And so many of them have been getting out of the law enforcement field because it's just not
a lot of states or cities have been enacting these. They've been getting rid of the immunity clause.
Yeah.
So if they, something happens, then they're liable, and then they're screwed. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, but anyways, yeah, if you guys want what I think is a good microphone, it's got the light. You know, the light doesn't make any difference. I mean, if you like that kind of thing, I guess, but it doesn't make any difference because you can't see it because it's sitting over here off the camera, and
right,
you know, so yeah. Oh, talking about the Avada too.
Mikey's no longer allowed to fly.
Yes, I did see something about that today. Geeks Vana put something up about it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And they're holding in, they were bringing him up on contempt charges because he flew him after he was told not to, as late as April the 8th of this year. And that court order went in on the February 26th. So, and they busted him.
Oh boy.
You're right. You're right, Jim Joning. Unfortunately, that's why sometimes the police shoot and ask questions later because they don't know what's coming at them. You know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I guess these guys were these marshals were ambushed.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what I was going to talk about the Avada too. I had when I fly mine, when the first couple of times, you know, there's that little record button down on the side of the motion controller.
Right.
So every time I flew it, I had to remember to push that because I forgot to do that the first couple of flights I did. And it's like so I was talking to somebody in one of the, I think it was Wednesday night on Bill's show. And I said, my problem is, I said, what I liked about the Avada original was that I could go in there and set it up on to automatically start recording when I take off. And I said, I can't find that on the Avada 2. And he says, no, it's in there. And I went in there and you got to go to advanced settings under the camera. And that's where it was at. So I also did widen my field of view because I had it on normal. So I put it on wide field of view. So, you know, but I haven't got to fly it since I did all those settings. I did that here in the house. Yeah. Aloha. Right. Yeah. I'm sort of doing my Mike Love impersonation right now.
Okay.
Yeah. The difference is I still got hair where he doesn't, you know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, that's kind of my Mike Love look going on.
We got Bryan in the chat, Waypoint, New England.
Yes, that's why I was saying aloha. Yeah, that's why I was because he'd written that up there. Yes, Bryan.
Right.
And yeah, it's yeah, give me a thumbs up. But
yes, I gotta do that. I gave you one on your channel. You only got one I could see of, and I got one on my channel. And
you know, Lon, I tend to agree with you on that. I think that, you know, that was, if you want to know what's going on, ask the person themselves. Otherwise, it's not. You know, I think at this point in time that sometimes I think I've had my ups and downs with Sean. So as you know, he's bigger than I am, so I'm not going to say anything bad about him. I'm not going to I'm just saying what was brought up about that. And and it's too bad. I mean, but Mikey is Mikey, and we all, love him or hate him, he is Mikey. So got to give him credit for being who he is, he's staying true to his nature. So I guess that's good too. So, but, and,
did you say hi to Lon?
Yes, I did say, that's why I was, kind of quoting him there. Yeah.
Okay.
I was reading what he said. Yeah. Hi, Lon.
Right.
I gotta get used to it. My official greeter here insists that even though he doesn't hear me say that, mad props, media.
Yeah.
Randy.
Yeah.
And Bob Casey.
And Bob Casey's here too. Yeah. Matter of fact, Randy and I were on
Lake Pilot.
Jack.
Oh yeah, Lake Pilot. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because Randy and I were on a panel. Was it this last week or the week before I was on there with him?
Recently.
Yeah, it was just recently. It was over on Coast to Coast Drones on Bill's show. So yeah, which I will be on there one more week because Ron is getting his second eye worked on this coming Wednesday. So I want to keep him in our thoughts and prayers. It's an easy thing, but it's things can happen, But so. But yeah, I fiddled around with my settings, and I think I've got my settings on my Avada 2 where I'm going to be comfortable with them. And I'll get out this week and try to do some more filming. And believe it or not, I've got video. I just haven't posted it, and I really need to.
CT Pilot.
Yeah, Sea Q Pirates.
John.
John, yeah. Yeah, I've got one of his when I came home I had everything packed in a bag and I pulled it out of the bag, but I didn't take it out of the smaller bag, and I just started doing that, and I realized, like Brad Alston made us whatchamacallits for coasters. And,
yes.
Yeah, and he had sent me some a long time ago that Judy just loved them, know. And I've still got that one that she uses in there. It's she would drop it and I'd have to get, she'd say, "Where'd my coaster go?" And she'd make me get down, crawl around on the floor, look for where it was at. Sometimes it was a question whether I'd get back up, but
yeah, I know how you feel about that, Lloyd.
Oh yeah, it's but so was anybody else Okie Tom, you still here? How bad was the weather? He was here.
Yeah,
Captain Joe America. Yeah, I was going to ask him how the weather was in his part of Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I think he's a little further south.
We got Joe, Captain Joe, USA Drone Flyer.
Yeah, I said hi to him.
Okay. And did you say hi to Lon?
Twice. Hi, Lon. Welcome to the show. Mr.
Okay. Okie says...
Oh, you're east of me. You're east of me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you were south of me or which direction. Because, yeah, my... I got to tell you, I think I told you this yesterday, Art, after the show, but... So Sunday morning, it was early Sunday morning. It was about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd been up and down with the dogs and watching the weather and, listening to it's what you do in Oklahoma when you got naders in the area. So the winds had howled, a little bit of rain and hail and, a few limbs come down, nothing. I don't know, Lon. I just try to ignore you. That's why I don't ever say hi to you. So. Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted, so anyways, I was laying and I was really good and asleep, and I mean I was just all of a sudden it was like a big bright flash, like all the lights in my house came on at once like my high beams came on with my van or something, shining right in my bedroom window, and it was just a huge flash and a loud boom all at the same time. Shook the bed, scared the hell out of me, about wet myself. It's like the dogs, they went nuts because they come flying up out of the covers.
I bet.
They were under the covers. They literally jumped straight up and lifted the covers up and then shot out from under them like that. It was hilarious. Scared the hell out of us. And I talked to my son today, James, who lives next door, and he said it scared the hell out of him too because it woke him up too. But yeah, so
wow.
But that wasn't bad enough. Later on in the day, I was that morning. Oh yeah, hi Mark. To you too. Anyways, so I was sitting there and I'd been looking at my phone, checking the weather because we still had storms going through and stuff. And I was watching the Equalizer with I was watching the Equalizer 2 with Denzel Washington. So it was right at this climatic point where they're coming in, the kid's hiding in the safe room. He's looking at the bad guys through a two-way mirror. He's trying to keep quiet so they don't hear him. The guy realizes, he breathes on the two-way mirror. He puts the gun up and he's just getting ready to pull the trigger, and you think, and I'm sitting there and I'm just watching. I mean, I've seen it, but I couldn't remember how it happened. And I'm watching it. All of a sudden, I hear a loud noise and a buzz on my chest, and it was I'd laid my phone down here, and my friggin' phone rang and scared the shit out of me. I must have, God Almighty, my heart was ready. It was my cousin, which he thought that was hilarious when I told him, but I did. I scared the hell out of myself. The phone scared me, but I don't get tensed up about those kind of movies usually. That's why I watch them 3 or 4 times so I can the first couple of times, yeah, I might be tense, but after that, then I can watch it. Well, that scared the living hell out of me because I had my ringer up too, so it's just real loud, and it's like, God, yeah. So that's what. At least I know yesterday my heart was getting a good, getting some good cardio going there.
Mm-hmm.
Want to lower your Geritol intake? Yeah.
Geritol.
Might need to Geritol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably need to lower my Geritol.
Well, you know, you're old when you use a word like Geritol. Who used? I mean, they make that stuff anymore.
Do they even make that anymore?
Yeah.
Let me see if Geritol.
Geritol. What's another one? Certs. Who remembers Certs? The golden drop of Retsin.
Oh yeah. Yes, as a matter of fact, you can still buy Geritol.
Right.
You can buy Geritol tablets or Geritol liquid energy or liquid energy supportive. Let's see, you can buy Geritol with all sorts of crap in it.
Okay. What is that? Pepto-Bismol with simethicone.
Yeah, it's simethicone. Yeah.
That was back in the day when they used big sounding words. You know.
Yeah.
Retsin.
Yeah. Tried to. Could not watch. Captain Joe said, "Yeah, Walking Dead. I'm just not into zombie movies.
No.
Although,
the Night of the Living Dead movies? I've seen all of those.
Yeah. Which is that the? I'm trying to think. There was one.
And then we got Mudball. John's here.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was. Can't believe I ate the whole thing. Yeah, that's another one.
Yep.
Was that for?
That was Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer.
Yep. Plop, plop, fizz.
Fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
It is.
Yeah, I can't believe I ate
some of those jingles.
Yeah, Arthur Godfrey used to promote Geritol. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, back in the days, I mean, all these different shows were promoted by, like it'd be Geritol Thid or Reynolds Aluminum's.
Reynolds Aluminum. What was? There was a Pepsodent sponsored somebody, or what was? The Texaco Star Hour.
Yes, the Texaco Star Hour. Yes.
Yeah, and whose show was on that?
Whose show was on?
Milton Berle.
Oh, Milton Berle, but. Who was the spokesman for Texaco Star?
Was it Milton Berle?
Nope.
I don't know.
The Texaco Star man was Danny O'Day and Farfel were his two puppets. He was a ventriloquist. He did the.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Marlboro Variety out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see here.
You might want to put a pad underneath your microphone because every time you type or bump your table, we could hear that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sounds like a little rumble going on. Like,
okay, well,
yeah.
Trying to find.
Yep, that's
Jimmy
right.
Nelson. Jimmy Nelson was the ventriloquist that did the. He was the Texaco. He did the Texaco Star advertising. Milton Berle was the spokesman for it, but it was Jimmy Nelson and Danny O'Day that did the actual commercial side of it.
Right.
And they were on, when Texaco Star, and he did that for a long time until he did started working for Nestle's, and then he went. Nestle's makes the very best chocolate. Yeah. And he just died in the last. Jimmy Nelson just died in the last, I think, 4 or 5 years.
Wow. Okay.
Lon
said he got a hard case for his Avada too.
Oh, really? Okay. What am I doing under the table? I'm not doing anything. I kid you not, it's this new fancy microphone here. So.
Ooh, the lights change color.
Yes, they do. They change.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Hashtag toffee.
Yeah. And I'll try to set that down as quietly as possible so as not to bang the mic too much.
Your head.
Yeah. I was watching one of the Ant-Man and Wasp movies.
No.
And I think it was the second one. It was the first Ant-Man and Wasp. It was the second Ant-Man movie. And the guy comes pulling up and he goes, "What's up?" And they look at him like he's an idiot. Says, "What, you don't remember that classic commercial?" Like, really? I hated that commercial. You know? God. Was it 1980s? Everybody was walking around saying, "What's up?" Like,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you, John. I don't know if it's fancy or not, but yeah.
There you go. You could get a mic boom for it, maybe.
Yeah, and I could mount it right here to the to my table here, and and I'll probably do that. I'll probably send off for a mic boom, but I wanted to get a mic today. That what was really nice is it came with the foam cover. Because
okay.
This is going to sound terrible, but that's what it looks like without it. So,
it's a Yeti.
Yes, it's a Logitech Yeti.
Logitech Yeti.
Yeah, Logitech. Yeah, it's put out by it's Logitech sells it, but it is a Yeti GX. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a USB mic, and it uses actually it's got a software in there. If I can bring that up. Let me bring this up because it's got it comes with a series of let's see, like this.
And I don't know if that changes my voice or not.
Oh yeah, you could do something like I could do that too.
Yeah. Or
Something like this, or something like this. But I'm going to shut that all off because that's annoying. There we go. Now it's off. But yeah, it's got some nice features to it that you can set up, and I'm sure I could hook up my bring out my my controller and use it, but
I could do echo too. Yeah.
What have you got that with? Is that off of your
That's off of my Tascam.
Tascam? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
also
that's right. It's got that. Yeah.
I can do this too.
Yeah.
Or
I forget
that.
about the Echo.
And
That
then there's
sounded like a
this
cheap.
one. If I really want to get old-fashioned.
Well, that sounds like a really bad mic.
Yeah.
It's like part of it, like the diaphragm in it's busted or something. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I like it. It was easy to set up, and I just went in there. It has an area where you can say you can record something just to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can go through. It's got a bunch of different settings that you can try, and
cool.
And so it comes with some basic settings, and then if you want to go in there and tweak them, you can do that. So it took me a little bit. Yeah, that's what that was that Art was doing, over modulating. Yeah, that's what it was.
Right.
Yeah. And but yeah. But everybody was having a hard time understanding me, and the sound card in this system isn't that good. but I mean, as far as the microphone quality goes, and actually, even the playback, the Realtek on it, I don't, because I'm using the headsets that I usually use off of my other system, and or my earbuds I use out of my other computer,
Right.
and you guys sound like you're in a tin room, and I know when I hear you on other things, you don't sound like that, Art. So it's just
I like that.
yeah, well, it sounds almost that bad, but yeah, like CB radios. Yeah, that's see, there's yeah. Let's see. We've talked about old commercials now, and the Tank
we got
RC. Hello.
Tank.
Francois.
Who?
Francois or Frank.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right.
You know, like the president of France, Francois Mitterrand.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
my
had a
goodness.
guy at work. His name was Francois. Great big tall kid, 6'6".
Wow.
Yeah, and he just recently got a job, recording music, which is cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, Francoisi.
Francois.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the show,
Yeah.
Frank.
He
Mm-hmm.
does a lot of RC cars and
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So, and yeah, I'm thinking about. I don't know. I've looked at maybe getting an RC car to play around with when I can chase the dogs with that.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't see, like, if I were to fly the drone here in the house and it were to get too close to Ranger, he's a walking carpet. He's like a long white shag carpet. And if I got too close to him and I got that tangled up, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That would be a fight and a half between me trying to get it out and not break it, and him wanting to get it off of him as quick as possible. So yeah, that's
right.
Oh, Mr. B. Hello.
Mr. B.
Mr.
Hey,
B.
Mr. B. Hey, Mr. B.
Wow. This is the
And
first
Mr.
time
B is
Michael.
Mike. Yeah, Michael.
okay.
He was on
He's on
Bill's yesterday.
Uncle Bill's show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
And let me take care of that. Okay. That. All right. There we go. And now he's blue too. So
Oh,
He's got blue
yeah,
day.
that's right. Oh, and the tank is not blue either.
yes,
He
he
is
is.
now.
He is now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mr. B is he blue now?
He's
Yeah,
blue.
He
Yeah.
should be.
Okay.
Yeah. He
All
should
right.
be. Once he types something up there, it'll show up blue.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. So
Okay, cool.
I'm staying on top of it. Once I get a verified name from somebody, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, everyone has a wrench here. Once I know, because it's not like I got a huge following. Although how many? I've got 32 watching tonight. That's pretty good.
That's a good number.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. We're staying. Well, that's down to 29. Okay. Well, I spoke too soon.
Yep.
But
You got
hey,
832 subscribers.
how much? 832. Yeah, I picked up a few.
Yes.
Since I went to South Florida, and that's appreciated too.
Cool.
And don't forget at the top of the hour, Drone Nation with Ron Brown.
Drone Nation.
Are they doing? Yeah, they're doing a show. The reason he can't be on Coast to Coast Drones is because he's having eye surgery on that day. So, there's Drone Rob. Hello, Rob.
Oh, okay, Rob.
So,
And who's getting? Ron's getting surgery.
Ron's, yeah.
Oh.
He had his cataract. He had one cataract eye surgery done last Wednesday, and
Ah,
then this Wednesday he'll have the second one done.
okay. Well, I know Rodney had his done.
Rodney had his done. Yeah, he had done. He had one done before the Florida drone meetup, and the other one after.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. and Alexa is scheduled to get hers done. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I tell you what, they just line them up. They just got like, about five people in the pre-surgery, the pre-op room, and
Right.
they just start putting them all down, and then they wheel one in, boom, 5 minutes, that one's out, and it goes back out, and they just they fill up one side and then the other. Here's all the pre-ops, and on this side is all the post-ops,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
they
know my
do that.
brother's had it done.
Yeah, they do that. Because they don't do it every day. They do it like certain days of the week.
Right.
So because they couldn't stand there and perform,
Yeah,
50
that's a lot
surgeries.
standing for.
Yeah, for
doc.
especially for that type of work.
And well, I know when I had my LASIK surgery, that's how they did it. Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
10,
Well, I think
15 minutes
right.
top. And because my corneas were so small, I had to do the PRK method, where now what they do is they take that outer flap and they pull it back, and then they zap the eye.
Right.
Where with
Right.
mine, they just zapped away at it. And the weirdest sound you'll hear is when they zap your eyes and they quench water on it, and it sounds like bacon.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
like, oh boy, that sounds weird.
Yeah. Well, Judy had hers done a year ago, January, and then what the hell happened with my lights? Huh. My camera's looking dark right now for some reason. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Hello.
I don't know
we
what
got
happened there.
Phil. He's not blue.
He's not blue either.
Oh, hey, Philip.
Got a few people turning up tonight.
Yeah, let me get on it, guys, because
Yeah.
I got to meet him. And
So-
there we go.
I gotta get a hold of 2020 Institute, see if I could get touch up done on my eyes,
Oh, yeah.
because I'm wondering if I get done free. That'd be nice, or at a huge discount.
Yeah.
I think they said they could touch them up. That's free, if I remember.
Yeah.
That was like
Yeah, you're
15.
yes, Philip,
15
you're
Yeah, he's blue now.
do what?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's blue. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I got to meet him down in South Florida drone meetup too. And,
Cool.
I got to meet a lot of the people I wanted to. There's several of them I would like to have met that I didn't get to, but that's okay.
Yeah.
There's meets somewhere else I can maybe show up to sometime.
Yeah. Well, you could go to Minefield. That's up in Tennessee.
Yeah, but
Brownsville.
yeah, I don't know.
Get in your van and
Yeah, I could do that, I guess.
yep.
I think before I do any long driving, though, I want to put on some new tires, and that's going to cost a little bit. So
That might.
know. Otherwise, I would have probably. I wouldn't have driven all the way out to Florida. I'm not too sure I want to
No,
drive that far.
that's a heck of a drive
Yeah.
from where you live. I mean, it's a hell of a drive from Denver. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it. And I've done it a few times where I've
Yeah.
driven down to Florida.
Right. I don't know what in the hell's going on with my lights right now. It must be it's getting that time of night, but
Yeah.
So anyways, anything I thought, did I see or was somebody rumoring that there was supposed to be another drone come out today?
Yeah, the Mini 4K.
Oh, that's right, the Mini 4K.
4K.
It's just another maybe
Yeah.
very mini. Too.
Yeah, that's what, like the Mini 2, the Mini 2 with a new label on it.
Yeah, you go.
It really wasn't.
Yeah,
What's the point? I mean, the current Mini 2 is 4K,
Yeah.
Right.
Of course, what will really be the stab in the heart is if they gave the Mini 4K the tracking the
Yeah.
crap, I can't remember the RID.
Oh,
Remote
remote ID.
That could be it. Yeah. Could be the
Oh, yeah.
Mini 2 S, probably the Mini 2 SE Plus Pro or something.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think because we talked about it last night about what all the features were supposed to be.
Right.
And I'm sure the Mini 2, the Mini 4, is it Mini 4? Yeah, the Mini 4 4K. It's going to have, remote ID in it. So.
Yeah, that's right, Joe.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. Yeah. Yeah, because Lon, that's right. Lon, you were talking about that last night. That he knows people that had it and they weren't excited about it. They hadn't even taken it out of the box. So, so that just goes to tell you. Oh, it's just the Mini 4K. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. They're really
It's a Mini
working on those
4K.
names, aren't they?
Should have been the Mini, as I said, it should have been the Mini 2 SE Plus or something.
Yeah.
Not a Mini 4.
Right.
No.
Well, wasn't the original Mini 2 was not 4K.
The Mini 2 is 4K. Yes.
Oh, the Mini 2 is. It was the Mini 2.
Yeah, I've got one sitting
Okay, all right. So it was
2 meters away from me.
Well, why the hell are they coming out with this one? Just to add remote ID?
It's obviously parts bin.
Yeah, they
There's
probably
some
had extra
leftover.
parts they were trying to get rid of. Yeah.
Yeah, probably just a leftover mini,
Yeah.
mini parts drone. Just to make it relevant again.
I'll look up, see if I can find anything on it. So
There you go.
Yeah, I tried earlier. I couldn't find anything on it.
yeah. Let's see. DJI Mini 4K. Okay. Amazon says they've got it. It's called the DJI Mini 4K. And yeah. Let's see. It's the $299. It has it's a 4K ultra high definition camera for adults under 249 grams, 3-axis gimbal stabilization, 10-kilometer video transmission, auto return, wind resistance, 1 battery for 31-minute flight time. Max 31-minute flight time, intelligent flight. What else has it got? Let's see. No registration needed. FAA registers and remote ID are not required if you fly a recreational purpose. Visit FAA's website. Well, what if you decide to fly this non-recreational? Yes,
Then
just
you gotta have the RID.
Yeah.
You gotta go buy the
the thing. Yeah.
RID module.
Yeah. So uninterrupted connection, extending battery life, blah blah blah. Say beginner friendly and safe. Boost your inspiration, intelligent quick shots, which just taps, automatically shoots professional level videos using Helix, Droney, Rocket Circle, Boomerang quick shots. Get your dream shots easier than you think. Okay, so it's not really. Yeah, it's just called the Mini 4. It's just called the Mini 4K. And it's $299. Or you can buy the Mini 2 SE Fly More for $429. Yeah. So
Right.
it doesn't. Let's see features. Let's see. It doesn't say. Let's see. Landing boost inspiration. 38 kph level 5 wind resistance. Auto return to home. Various beginner tutorials. Blah blah blah.
To answer Joe's question, it's not on the DJI site. It's actually on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon's selling it, not DJI.
Amazon only product.
Yeah. That's where I had to find it. So 3,820 feet long, ultra long video transmission. 10 kilometers. So does that mean it's got OcuSync 3, OcuSync 4?
It's gotta.
It has to if it's that length.
Yeah, 10 kilometers. It's got to be OcuSync 3 or 4.
10 kilometers, what, 6 miles?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Right, Jerry?
so there you go. That's all. Just look for it in at an Amazon store near you or online. Budget friendly, easy to operate, quick learn.
Budget friendly. Yep. That's what we all like to hear.
Yeah, you know, for me that might be something I would consider getting. You know, it's $300. Comes with a decent controller on. You know, it's not got the RC2 or the what is it? The RC2 or with the.
Maybe an RC2, I think.
Yeah. Whatever. It doesn't have that one. It has your standard remote control, but it'll handle the winds enough where the Avata wouldn't. It's 4K 3-axis gimbals. You know, it's a little bit better than the Spark. You know, a little.
But it's still effectively a Mini 2.
Best Buy had it too. Transmission is O2. Okay.
Now, but then it's no different to Mini 2.
And it'll work with the smart control.
Dave and Cecilia in the Philippine
Yes,
style.
they're over on my channel.
On your channel, yeah.
Mayon buntan. That means good morning in Cebuano.
Well, good evening from Oklahoma. So
yeah, that'd be Mayon
from Australia.
or Mayon.
I'm not trying to learn a second language. I have enough trouble with my first language.
Yeah, with one language. Yeah.
I mean,
I've got the same problem.
Yeah. Speaking Okie is hard, I'm telling you. It took me years to learn how to speak like this.
And put the extra R's in every word.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Add those R's. Well, it's because you guys don't use them. Somebody's got to. Otherwise, the world is in imbalance.
But donated our R's to you.
The world will flip upside down because you guys are, you know, we're going to be heavy with all these R's, and you're going to be so lightweight that you'll come to the top and we'll drop the bottom and screw up the whole polar axis. All sorts of things can happen. So I'm doing my best to use extra R's in everything I say because you guys aren't using them all. Anyways, what? That went squirrel for about 30 seconds, didn't it? I mean, that more squirrel than our normal squirrel, I should say. But hey, we talked about drones. We talked about the new drone today. So
that's right.
But yeah. And I did mention the Avata at least once today. So that's
yep.
Did a little bit. But I will try and get some
footage.
Videos
we got
posted.
Gene in the chat.
No, Gene?
Huh?
Yeah, Green Mountain Droning.
Green. Yeah, hey, Gene. And Chris Hope is also there. Yeah, we're jumping up. They're coming in to watch the last 5 minutes of this show, knowing they're all getting ready to go watch Drone Nation. That's this is their warm up for Drone Nation. Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
But anyway, so. Oh, really? His parents are from around Chickasha. Well, I live in Muskogee, so I don't know if you know where that's at, but we're in the east central part of the state. Chickasha is. God, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if it's over near, whether it's over towards Oklahoma City or if it's down further south. Well, that's south though. That's south and actually it's west of us, but I'll have to look. I can't remember. I barely make it to Tulsa anymore. You know, Broken Arrow, those Wagner. I can make it to those places because they're all within a 45-minute drive of my house. Anything beyond that, I just like, Yeah. But
talking about that for a while.
That's
another way.
Well, I guess yeah.
Oh,
I
south
don't
of
know.
Oak.
South of Oklahoma City. That's what I thought. I wasn't 100% sure. Yes, I am an Okie from Muskogee, although I was raised in Colorado until I got married and went in the service, and then
Yeah, it went downhill.
yeah, I've lived here for 44 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 44 years now. I just don't think it's been 43 years, because Judy and I were married 42, and this would be our 43rd anniversary in July.
Oh.
So yeah, we were married. We were together 43 years because we started dating right after I moved here. So,
Okay.
but yeah, yep, I am an Okie from Muskogee. It's not a bad. I've always been saying that it's around 40,000. I was surprised it's only around 34,000. It's smaller than I thought. And at one point we were headed towards 40,000, and for whatever reason we just stopped and started going backwards. And we've been going backwards at a lot of people moved away when Merle Haggard, yeah. Yeah, I can turn Okie real fast, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, my wife, she was born and raised here, so being around her, she talked to her dad, and he was from what they call the river bottoms, which is down out by basically like in the bayou area, but without the swamp part, but the rivers. And he had the worst hillbilly accent, almost an Ozark hillbilly accent. Her and I would talk, and she, of course, it took her forever to understand how fast I was talking, and then she realized they lived in Muskogee and moved. Yeah, that's it. That was it right there, Lon. But anyways, she'd get on the phone talking with her dad, and she'd get off. I couldn't understand what in the hell she was saying. I said, "You been talking to your dad again?" "Yeah." "Said, you're talking hillbilly. Let's bring it back up a little bit so I can understand you."
Yeah.
So, speaking of hillbillies, look there. It's Greg at All by Drones. Yeah. We were talking about what people, some of the shows that were on Friday night, and Greg's was one of them. I used to do that every Friday.
Yep,
One of
that's
my-
right.
one of my favorites.
Yep. Missed that show. And, but yeah, so.
That was the
anyways.
only thing worth watching Friday.
Well, then Matt was fun to,
Matt has a
Matt came along and
yeah. But his came
Filled the
on
void.
after. Yeah, it filled the void, yeah. Yeah. So, and it's getting up there about that time here, guys. And
just waiting for the notification.
Yeah. Notification should.
And then we go over.
Yeah, a
and
lot
rate
of
the
us miss
channel.
Greg's show. Greg,
Yeah.
we miss you. Yeah.
Yeah.
County dry and the sex stopped. Well, that could be. No, we're not a dry county anymore. They finally, we got it where we can buy liquor by the drink now. We can go to a bar and actually get a drink without having to bring our own booze. Because that's the way it was when I first moved here. You could buy beer, but you couldn't buy a mixed drink unless you brought your own bottle. And then they charged you for mixing that,
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I mean,
you want a shot of whiskey, you had to bring your own whiskey, and the only thing you paid for, you had to still pay them, $1.50 for, if you wanted it straight, you just got a glass, it's why would you pay somebody that, but anyways. Good night, all from West Virginia on vacation. All right, Gene. Good
night, Gene.
Glad you're on, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get ready to pull the plug here because we're just coming up. Remember, Drone Nation, tell them I said hi, and I want to thank everybody. Art, what's coming up with you?
Well, I got something new on Friday. I am going to be rolling out a new thing on ArtCo Drone Solutions. It's a networking show that I'm going to be doing. Probably do it for an hour and a half, where people could come and channel in the chat, and people
right.
can start networking. And I want to do something to help some of these other channels. And it's not only just drone channels. We could do all kinds of channels
All
where they
right.
can come in, kind of like the Jalen Charita of the Americas here,
Right.
and we're
Okay.
on earlier. They're on like at
In the middle of
midnight.
the
on
night.
the East
Yeah.
Coast.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And
He's on a good time for me.
yeah, he's on a good time for you, isn't he? But
Yeah.
yeah, and Charles, anything exciting going on with you?
Almost too much stuff, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on a. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but one of the gentlemen that I was playing the Star Wars game with is developing his own gaming system, and he's taken that and done like an offshoot of that based on the Orville TV series. So
Oh.
once a month I'm going to be on that, but it's going to be these huge, long. I mean, like once a month, one Saturday. Well, for right now, one Saturday afternoon a month, but it's going to be a very long, like a 3 to 4 hour gaming session.
Right. Yeah.
And then one of the other gentlemen that I played Star Wars with is starting up his own podcast, and of course that's people playing D&D. I'm going to be playing on that, and I'm editing together the video portion of his podcast segments.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
I am.
You are very busy. Well, that's good
Yes,
to know.
and still trying, and still, I'm like, okay, in the middle of all this, I have to get my 107. I absolutely have to get my 107. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna trying to where can I carve out an hour here to study? Where can I
Yeah.
There
yeah,
you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
All right. And
by the by, for folks that understand, folks that are in the know, in the Orville game, I'm playing the gelatin.
Oh, okay.
So
okay. All right. So, and hello, Uncle Bill. You dropped in for a little bit.
Oh, hey, Bill.
And Dominic, we'll see you on one of many streams throughout the week, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. Yep.
So, with that said and done, everybody go over and watch Drone Nation. Thanks for being here.
Notifications
got up to 33, 34 tonight. Very happy with that. And y'all have a good rest of the week, okay? We'll talk at you later. Bye-bye for now.
Good night.
Good night, folks.
Bye-bye.
Good night, folks.
I can do this.